Hello, everyone. This is a review video for the Bill of Rights study questions. Number one, which of the amendments, I wish I'd spelled that right, deals specifically with legal rights, the kind of rights individuals have when they are accused of a crime or are involved in a court case? I thought this is worth dwelling on because it did strike me that many of the amendments deal specifically with the kind of rights you have in court or when you are accused of a crime or when you're sued. I just thought that was quite interesting. So let's take a look at that. No, it's not the Federalist Bill of Rights. Amendment 1, no. Amendment 2, no. Amendment 3, no. Amendment 4, right of the people to be secure in their persons shall not be violated. No warrants shall issue but upon probable cause. So I would say that's one. Government can't search your house without a warrant. That is, without some kind of justification, which is approved by a judge. So Amendment 4 certainly does. Amendment 5, no person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless in the presentment of an indictment from a grand jury. Cannot be subject to the same offense twice, double jeopardy. You can't be compelled to be a witness against yourself, which is what they mean when you invoke the Fifth Amendment. So Amendment 5, certainly. Amendment 6, in all criminal prosecutions, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial. So, of course, Amendment 6, yes. Amendment 7, suits at common law, yes. Amendment 8, excessive bail, yes. So it looks like Amendments 4 through 8 all deal with that. So interesting, I think. And interesting enough to point it out or to look through it and think about it. Question 2, what are the three distinct parts of the First Amendment? Despite their differences, describe why they all could be argued to belong in the same amendment. Well, yeah, if we look at the First Amendment, we see that First Amendment, first part of it deals with religion, freedom of religion. And the second part, freedom of speech. And the third part, the right to assemble and to petition the government for redress of grievances. Those are three distinct things. That Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. So there's no state religion that can compel you to worship in a certain way. You have the free exercise of religion. Number 2, the freedom of speech of the press is secured. And number 3, the right to assemble. So they're three distinct things, but they all seem to me to have be connected, I guess, by free expression of our opinions or the right to act on our opinions, the right to live by our opinions. Whatever our religious opinions are, whatever our religious convictions are, we should be free to live according to them without any kind of limits. We should be free to write and to publish as we wish, and we should be free to petition the government to join interest groups of certain sorts, which is interesting if you compare it to what Madison says in the Federalist Number 10. So I don't know. I think that how they are connected, really, there's many different ways of connecting them, but I would see a connection. Number 3, what are the ambiguities of the Second Amendment? How do you interpret its meaning? Well, I just wanted to think about the Second Amendment having to do with guns or the right to bear arms. The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed is there. So it would seem that this is just an absolute right to own guns. But the qualification in the beginning, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, seems to indicate that the intent of the amendment was that the reason that the right of the people to bear arms shall not be infringed is because we need a militia to defend ourselves against foreign aggressors and perhaps internal aggressors too. So the ambiguity there, I would say, is the ambiguity of whether the intent was that people can just own guns for any reason at all, or people can own guns if it's necessary to have a militia, which it isn't anymore, right? So I think it's quite ambiguous what's going on. So that's just how I was thinking, what I was thinking in terms of the Bill of Rights questions.